We love you. We miss you. We will never forget you. Long live April. Let them niggas go.
Why? Where that was going? That was over there when they were Hey, cool. We stop the car right back out. We stop That's right.
Yo, this shit OP.
Big A, born Antoine Young, was a member of the Black Disciple Set in Chicago, Illinois. He was sadly murdered on December 4th of 2016. Big A was at war heavily with notable street gangs such as MOB, Draw City, TW, and STL. A notable killing that caused a major war was the hit on O.D. Perry. O.D. Perry was shot and killed on August 10th of 2011. The loss of O.D. sparked the wit to name Parkway Gardens after their fallen soldier, O.D., naming it O-Block. Then on July 17th of 2016, 4 O-Block members were chilling with Chino in Inglewood when a member says, "Hey, let's roll." And Chino replied,
"Nah, I'm gonna stay on the block with my girl."
And man from the O told Chino they finna go to the store with Ocho and Boo Man. And Chino replied,
"I'm gonna stay on my block. I ain't chipped here in a minute. I'm gonna get up with you later."
Then they asked him again, and Chino gave them his pipe and said, "I'ma fall back, but there you go," and they pulled off. A few hours later, rival gang members were out looking for weed, and someone spotted him walking with his girlfriend in Inglewood. They pulled up and asked,
"Who got some weed?"
And Chino replied,
"I don't know."
They quickly realized it was O-Block Chino and shot him in the chest 9 times and peeled off. After the shooting, he was rushed to the hospital where he died shortly after. His real name was Chirino Gatewood. An investigation later found out that Chino did not live in Chicago. He only came to hang out in the city. He was from Indiana, but his memories live in O-Block. Wee hours after Chino died, Lil Daryl told Melly and Muwop from the O that Chino was killed by No Love City, and Zoe got Bobby and Chino. Chino's death comes in wake of the death of OD, Platoon, and Sherrod from Parkway Gardens. Sherrod was the younger brother of C Murder, which is very popular amongst O Block members. It was even noted that Sherrod liked to sing and would even break out singing in front of the guys in DeWitt that brought humor to the block.
This is O Block Sherrod, chilling with his homies.
Meanwhile, during this time, FBG Duck and members of STL started to have breakout in their music career and started dropping hit singles on 63rd.
Cause I got gang in this bitch, if you ain't them, you can't hang in this bitch. I lost too many, this killing shit send me, I unload the send me and aim at the wick. Got her pop.
Treat bitches like diamonds. She want some of my money.
With the uprising of O Block street status, members such as Lil Durk started to push one of Big A's friends, J Money, for street stardom, but he was killed before his debut in the spotlight. Just before 2:15 p.m. on September 2nd of 2013, OTF J Money was on the 6600 block of South Rhodes when 3 shot spotters went off that alerted CPD of a possible gang shooting. When officers responded, they found J Money deceased. Jerome Wood was shot and killed in Chris World on the 6600 block of South Rose, just seconds away from Tuckerville. Then, in spite of his death, his suspected killer was gunned down by police on 62nd and Rhodes.
My niece say Rashawn was coming in the gate, then to come upstairs, man. Say they jumped on him, he took off running, man. Jumped on the police? Yeah, the police jumped down on him, he took off running. As soon as I come out there, she say, Auntie, they just shot him. Me and Ray Ray coming out the door. Ray Ray blocked out the alley, but the police couldn't get up out the alley. Ray Ray ran up on the police, he pulled his gun out. I said, Ray Ray, back up, cause he gonna shoot you next.
With the deaths of OD, Sherrod, Platoon, Chino, J Money, and now Lil B, the war started to heat up between O Block and Tuckerville. Big A had seen enough of his homies die and wanted to get back. He stated to the guys
that sometime soon they're going to get back for them killing OD.
As OD's suspected killer, Jakira, had been making posts dissing OD, stating,
"She stay strapped and ain't going out like OD."
In the meanwhile, all he could do was wait. He sits back and monitors her social media account. He watches as she posts,
"Ain't going out like OD," and "Damn, I miss Taekwon."
Big Ant friend says,
"Oh, don't worry, you gonna be with them soon. We on your heels. Just tell us where you are."
Jakira then posts,
"O Block been dead since Keita. R.I.P. Lil Jojo, my little shorty."
Then finally, the long wait finally came. On April 11th of 2014, Jakira tweeted out 6347, "Text me back," which is the trap house on the block. Big A's friend saw the post and slid down Tuckerville, and there Jakira stood on the corner of 65th and Eberhart, not 6347. He then circled back around, scooping up Big A, and they pulled up on Jakira and shot her 9 times, then fled the shooting. After arriving back to Parkway Gardens, they stayed at a friend's house as CPD was all through Parkway trying to prevent retaliation from Taekwon World or Tuka Gang. Jakira's death didn't sit right with TW, so 4 members from 62nd hopped in a car, drove in front of O Block, and started sending shots at the BDs, then peeled off. After shots were let off, Shot Spider pinged CPD to a possible shootout on 64th and King Drive. Then 12 responded and nobody was injured. Then on December 4th of 2016, Big A is standing with his guys in the WIC when he stated he was hungry and was going to slide across the street to get something to eat. He walks across the street and begins to order his food. A rival gang member sees him at the joint and calls up the folks and let them know Shorty up there right now. The 2 members jump in their car and make their way to Sammy's Grill and Restaurant on 65th and King Drive. They jump out the vehicle, run into the grill, and start shooting Antoine Young in the face. At 3:03 a.m., they shoot Big A in the face and he died on scene. The shooters then left the scene of the crime. During the hit, 2 other men were also shot, but they drove themselves to St. Bernard Hospital, where they sustained non-life-threatening injuries. Antoine Young was not a resident of O Block. He lived in the west suburban Naperville in Naperville, Illinois, which is about 40 miles outside O Block.